Marko's back. Let's get it going here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Blitz World Series.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Here we go. We got Burg in yellow fighting out of the USA in the bottom left. We got Marko in red fighting out of Finland in the top right. Marko, the GOAT, one of the best players to ever do it, has been for a long time. Obviously, one traditionally skill ranked here. Marko is, to be honest, just leagues ahead of Burg. But this is not regular Red Alert 2, it's Blitz. And Marko doesn't play a ton of Blitz. You know, he hops in here, he crushes people whenever I ask him nicely, but he's not like he's grinding on his weekends, you know, learning the maps and playing Blitz. So Burg does have more Blitz experience here and more experience on this map. And for any of you guys who have been watching Burg, he's been playing this map incredibly. He's been playing Blitz incredibly, both his Soviet and Allied looks, looking very diverse, very dynamic. I'm a huge fan of what Burg's been doing on this map. He lost to Legend by literally the closest. Again, if you guys gotta watch it. I just posted on the YouTube. If you didn't see the Legend versus Burg game, you guys gotta see it. It's literally one of the best games I've ever seen, and by far the closest game I've ever seen. Anyway, and then he did just beat Luke. So we did Luke versus Burg right before this. The winner went on to play Marko. Not an official tournament this month, but just kind of some random show matches, trying to get the best players we can against each other. A little secret sauce for Burg from Nebras. I think that's exactly what Burg needs here. And I love that Burg is warmed up. We just saw him versus Luke. He's warmed up. He's feeling good, and he's going to come right at Marko's throat. And a lucky unicorn for Burg. Already brings the lucky unicorn. So now Burg with a lucky unicorn and secret sauce. They say you can't lose with that combo. We'll see if it's true. Both players getting their rhinos together, getting their fodder together. And in this first Soviet versus Soviet matchup, that's generally where we see the traditional, higher traditional skill player.
You resign now.
But I think I love that Burg's going aggressive. You know, a lot of times against a player like Marko, it's tempting to be like, oh, I'm going to try this, or that won't work anyway, so why try it? You got to play your game. You got to play what you're comfortable with, and you got to, you know, see how the dust settles. Marko sent that dog. Marko sent the engineer. Marko sent the dog. Wow, and then he able to get the dog through, and that's why Marko's scary. That was some top level micro, really well played, and does get the lighthouse. So Burg has to go the far way. So now, oh no, it's not the far way. I'm just looking at their bases wrong. Both players have their lighthouses ready to get in the water, and Marko with a super early battle lab. But Burg's the first one down with the naval yard, so Burg's going to try to bait this naval yard a little bit. If Marko commits to the naval yard, Burg will jump in. Kirov coming from Marko, super early tech from Marko here, and now Marko in the water as well. And Marko with the nuclear reactor, the Iron Curtain, and the Kirov, he's just moving faster. I mean, at the top level, it's difficult to appreciate how fast these guys can move. And the anti-air is so late on this Kirov. And Marko, both players have similar strategies here. Marko's just moving 5 times faster. And as I say that might not be true, because we're not seeing tech from Burg. I'm actually not sure what Burg is doing exactly. Okay, so now the battle lab out from Burg. And Marko's pulling ahead with the squids in the water. Yeah, it's funny. They forget they can take each other's lighthouses. They could do that. Yeah, they forget. All right, and now Marko going to dive on the MCV. And this map is so interesting. If you play aggressive and you stretch your base, your MCV ends up being naked in the corner. And we have seen more MCV snipes on this map than we have in all the other Blitz maps combined. And when I say like an untouched MCV snipe, like where the attacker's in and out without taking any damage. And so Marko pulling ahead on that attack and with the MCV and pulling ahead in the water. Burg does have a Kirov on the top side doing some work. I like that. But unfortunately, too little too late. The Iron Curtain's going to pop here for Marko. And Burg, yeah, Burg's got nothing left to do here. Burg's got to quit this one out. First point to Marko. Well played by both players, though. Marko's a beast. I mean, it's like to do what Burg did there, to make so many decisions correctly, but just not make them fast enough. You know, it's very daunting, very frustrating. and definitely a bit Sisyphean playing against a player like Marko, because, you know, you do so many things right, you get so many things done, but at the end of the day, he's a beast. Burg gonna dive on the MCV. He does have the elite. Nope, force shield coming, saves it. Burg calls GG. But I mean, well played by Burg though. But it's Marko for you. It's Marko for you. What can you do? What can you do? Allied versus Allied. Again, guys, Sov versus Sov. I think that's where Burg would have the hardest time here. So let's see if Burg can put on a bit of a show here as we switch over to Allied versus Allied. All right, Burg, yellow bottom right, Marko, red top left. So Allied versus Allied here. It'll be interesting to see what these players bring. You know, it's possible Marko just goes pumps Grizzlies and Dogs and tries to shove it down Burg's throat. Burg, obviously, expect to see a more diverse look from Burg, but we'll see. With Allied too, there's a little bit more up your sleeve. You can confuse your opponent, try to catch them off guard, bring some early IFVs, you know, don't go air, go heavy air. You have different options, which makes for kind of an interesting early game, especially if you can get an anti-scout, which Burg has been able to do. So I'm not sure if Burg got his dog through. I think he probably did. So Marko does not know what Burg's base looks like. Oh, yeah, nice. So Burg, effective anti-scout here. So Marko does not know what Burg is doing. Yeah, so here we go. Burg is going to juice him up here, make something happen. Three, four, so four GVs coming at you here, and Marko's juicing up GGVs. Oh no, he's juicing up GVs. So GVs on GVs, really wacky stuff here. Gonna melt that pillbox. Gonna melt another pillbox. It has a Grizzly in the mix as well. Needs to be careful here. I like this. This is going fine. Oh, perfect pillbox from Marko. Yeah, he did destroy a few pillboxes though. Threw off his build a little bit. Would have been nice if he could have saved a couple more tanks, but not so bad for Burg. So now the GGV's coming out. So now, you know, we do see an engineer from Marko, so Marko's looking to try to get into the naval yard here, it looks like. Burg's going to get in and try to snipe an oil. God, Grizzlies suck. Okay, does get an oil. Ooh, and takes the AFC, so nice little 1-2 punch for Burg. Burg has no anti-air in his base, which is stressing me out. Marko's Eagles are coming, Patriot missile out. Whoa! Why didn't those... Why didn't those 3 Eagles destroy that AFC? That was so weird. Did one of the Eagles get hit on the pad? I don't know. Normally 3, or did the 3 Eagles not drop their bombs? What did one not have? That was weird. 3 Eagle bombs normally takes an AFC, and Burg gonna come back in and exchange the favor. Takes another AFC out. So Burg is pulling ahead on the AFC wars here, and pulling ahead on the ground battle as well, as Burg's able to get his Mirages to the front lines first. And Burg's economy's looking nice. Burg needs to be careful here. Burg, okay, gets the Prism Tower up. I'd like to see Burg pull back. He has this Prism Walk. There's no reason to throw these units. He's got more Mirages coming. He's got the Prism Walk coming. I love this for Burg. He's got the Prism Walk. He's keeping his Eagles busy, and he's got the Mirages in the game. Gonna get a nice chain reaction here. Can he get this oil? He gets the oil and a forward gap generator. Nice chain reaction. Now Burg doesn't have any. Oh, Patriot missile for the anti-air. Man, Burg, it's hard to appreciate it from up in the tower. Burg is juggling a lot right now, and he's doing it against one of the best players in the world. Hats off to Burg, hanging in there. Nice base walk. He's got the Mirages. Marko is pumping pumping Rockies. So Marko's going to bring Prism Tanks now. Now, these Prism Tanks, heavy micro. Can he protect the Prism Tanks? They're so weak. Can Burg continue his advance? Burg might get in and just snipe. Oh, he's going to hit the oil. Ooh, and chain reacts the oil. And Burg is keeping the pressure on. And against a player like Marko, you can't let him breathe. If you have an inch of momentum, you have to take it. As soon as you give him a chance to get back in the game, he will take it. So I love this push from Burg. It's aggressive. It's a bit scary, but it's what needs to be done. Continues the push here. I love it. There's nothing left for Marko to do at this point. Marko has that elite GGV, which is hilarious, but no other units. Marko calls GG. Burg puts one on the board, and that brings us to 1-1. And what an absolute treat. Wow. Wow. So now we switch over. Now we switch over to Allied versus Sov. Allied versus Sov. Marko. So Marko now takes Soviet, Burg takes Allied. All right, guys, point number 3. The action continues. We got Burg in the bottom right with Allied now, Marko with Soviet in the top left. And as we just saw, Burg's Allied is fierce, absolutely fierce, very, very scary. So, I mean, we'll see what he's able to bring here. But obviously, Marko's a Soviet player. We saw that first point, Soviet versus Soviet. Marko's Soviet build is so fast. It's so many rhinos, and it happens so quickly that it's not just about doing everything right. You have to do everything right. You have to do it 3 times faster than you're used to, and you have to get a little bit lucky. We'll see if Burg can get another anti-scout in. Definitely helps the cause as the Allied player. So annoying as a Soviet to not know, is he going early AFC? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? So I love this anti-scout from Burg, and Burg is stretching his base out. Not expected. This is not an expected move from Burg as the Allied player, especially against a player like Marko. You expect the early tanks, and you generally want to contain yourself and protect yourself. But Burg's pumping the early Grizzlies and looking to bring some pressure, but Marko does see it here. Marko does see it and is out now with some conscripts. Marko went with a heavy economy build, 3 oils before his war factory, so a little bit late on the rhinos, but he's able to mass those conscripts, and I'm sure he has a bunker popped up and ready to go. So Burg's not going to find much to be able to push through here at this point, especially with Grizzlies. But hats off to the aggression for Burg. Oh, a couple dogs in there from Burg. Those dogs are going to get a lot of work done. Well played from Burg with those dogs, but still a very, very tough situation for Burg against a player like Marko. Obviously, the base battle here, the sentry gun's going to be doing a lot of damage. Marko pulling ahead on the sentry guns. His conscripts still doing work here. Conscripts can be really, really well used, especially on a map like this where it's so small. They can get in the action so quickly. This is not looking good for Burg. Marko on a lot of tanks already. I don't know how. We're only 2 minutes into the game, but Burg's in trouble. Burg is in trouble. Yeah, and when you take a point, when you put a point on the board against Marko, the next one he comes out swinging. That's for sure. And Burg, I don't hate that from Burg. You know, I think you can't always do the same thing. If you do what's expected, especially against a player like Marko, he's going to make you pay for it. So the aggressive Allied build and stuff, it's not terrible. I mean, it can work. It can work, but very, very tough. Very, very tough. So now we have Burg with Soviet. Yeah, he got his GIs weren't. Yeah, his GIs were a little late to the party. And the mass of conscripts. I'll see a lot of times those positions will go in the Allied's favor sometimes. The thing is, a lot of people don't mass conscripts like that. A lot of people don't think about conscripts, how valuable they can be, especially early game before the desos and the snipers come out. Conscripts are cheap, and on a map like this, you know, normally they're slow. Normally, like in regular Red Alert 2, the conscripts came, and by the time they make it to the battle, the battle's over. On these maps, early game, conscripts are a force. And I think as the Blitz meta develops, we'll see that more from Soviet. I think every game you build 10 conscripts right away and go do something with them. All you have to do is bait a couple sentry guns and they already get their value. So, but Marko just really pumped the conscripts there and was able to overwhelm Burg with them. So now Marko's going to go with the infantry defense here against the early rhinos. Call this the French defense. The French defense is what we call that. GIs and GGIs. Trying to get some bottlenecks, some proactive pillboxes to try to slow down the Soviet player. Burg looking to give him a taste of his own medicine. Looks like Burg's just going to juice up that bunker. Super aggressive base build from Burg here. But see this? So look how annoying this is. The GGIs outrange the bunker. Super annoying. Super annoying. So now Burg has to continuously repair that bunker for the rest of his life. And Burg without fodder here doesn't really have enough to push, especially if he pushes into a pillbox, he'll be outgunned here. Fish with the biddies. So we'll see if Burg can keep his composure here. Burg has a really nice Soviet build. I don't think Marko's super dialed in with Allied, but Burg needs to. I mean, Burg has to keep his composure. I mean, Burg has to keep his composure. He has to play. Top level blitz. He has to play faster than he wants to, and like I said, he also has to get a little bit lucky. As we see Marko. So Marko's broke. So Marko's on a battle lab. He's trying to build eagles, and he's only on 5 oils. So Marko is broke, and Marko will be broke for a little while here. This should actually give Burg some breathing room. If Burg can make some stuff happen here. Burg really needs to control this water though. So Burg has his his battle lab out. So if he can try to win this naval war. Ooh, the mirages. The naval war is now a ground war. Oh, and Burg has his flak tracks a bit out of position. This is a really goofy battle here as both players have their land armies around the lake, kind of jockeying for position. The naval yards are just so critical in this battle. It really could come down to, you know, who's able to control the water here. Again, the flak track's a bit out of position. Desolator pushing in top right. Nice, able to clean out some of those. Wow, and that torpedo. So both players lose their naval yards, and Burg's going to make a push here. And these mirages are very scary. Does take an oil though. Oh, he's got the desolators up front. Desolators up front. Snipers out now from Marko to counter the desolators though. Now a prism tower out as well. Decent little hit and run from Burg there, but the problem was he was too close to that oil when it chain reacted. So look how many smoking tanks Burg has. That's scary. You don't want to have smoking tanks. All right, so Burg has an Iron Curtain coming. Unfortunately, he's going to have an aircraft carrier to deal with very shortly. So Burg is juicing up some Deso bombs. He's going to juice up multiple Deso bombs. He's going to try to get in there. And the game could very well come down to the efficacy of these Deso bombs. If the Deso bombs can clean out Marko's army, he'll be in a good spot. If not, he won't be. Tanya doing some work, taking out a little hit and run top right. And Marko's still broke. So again, guys, you know, we talked about that. Marko did Burg a big favor here with his build off. He does get an aircraft carrier out though. Burg has the flak tracks to counter though. Burg has the flak tracks. And again, Burg takes a little bite on the bottom right here. Desolators down. Oh, the Desolators do a lot of damage there. Well played from Burg. Well played. And Burg going to continue the push here. And Marko does not have the money to be giving up these buildings like this. Ooh, Burg a bit out of position. Does Deso his own tanks quite a bit there. And where are the flak tracks? Wait, where did Burg's flak tracks go? I lost the flak tracks. Oh, and Burg, Iron Curtain now from Burg. He's chasing the mirages down. And again, guys, Marko is still broke. Marko cannot afford to be losing units right now. And Burg's going to dive on the MCV. He force shields the MCV. Burg, a little bit confused here. Doesn't know what to target. He's going to try to take that oil. It'll take a war factory with it, but he throws everything in the process and doesn't get it. And that was a tricky situation for Burg. He didn't know what to go after. He should have just continued to thin out the army, but hey, easier said than done. Hindsight 2020. Look at these Desolators, though, from Burg now, taking out the aircraft carriers. Very nice. Marko able to adjust them, though. So Burg just wasn't able to get enough value out of that attack, and now Marko's economy is catching up with him. And as Marko comes into his economy, this game is going to get incredibly difficult for Burg. If he wasn't able to get anything done when Marko was broke, he's going to have a very difficult time now as Marko gets some money in the bank. Burg on 15k, though. Burg on 15k, another Iron Curtain coming. But, oh, Desolator out. Desolator out. Again, Burg getting on quite a bit of his own radiation, and now you see a lot of elite Hornets. The aircraft carriers are pushing through. He's got the flat cannons trying to counter, but tries to counter from the land. Might be able to get a kill here. Yeah, Marko microing those aircraft carriers very, very nicely. Burg trying to take a push. Burg does not have the tanks for this. Uses the Iron Curtain, gets him right in there. That was his plan. I didn't realize he had the Iron Curtain coming. Drives right in, takes out some tanks. What's the target? Can he get the Battle Lab? Can he get the Battle Lab? Does get the Battle Lab. And again, Burg's throwing a lot and not getting a ton of value out of these attacks, but I love the aggression. It's well played. The aggression is well played. Obviously, we talked about it. You can't get on your heels against a player like Marko. You got to try to be the aggressor, try to push, and hats off to Burg for making that happen. But things are looking very, very tough. Again, guys, Marko now on 15k. With his naval presence so strong. Burg's in a tough spot. Burg on 17k, I think maybe getting a little distracted on the back end. I'm not sure if he's building on all 4 tabs, but he needs to be. All 4 tabs need to be pumping right now. He needs to have flat cannons, flak trap. I mean, he needs to be pumping every single tab for the rest of the game. As we hit 8 minutes, we only got a couple minutes left in this game. Nice push there. It goes down. Oh, nice Deso Bomb. Deso Bomb gets down. Does get quite a bit of damage on those Mirages. Quite a bit of damage. Could it, obviously you always want more. You always want more damage, but a decent Deso Bomb, certainly, but there's still a lot of Mirages in that group. And look at the sniper from Marko on the front lines. So it's snipers versus Desos right now, and the snipers win unless the Desos are treated with a lot of tact. Nuclear missile out now.
2 minutes.
Nuclear missile was a little late. That nuclear missile will not get off before the game clock. So Burg gonna push right in now through the Mirages and just trying to get points. And Burg is getting a lot of points right now, but Burg has also thrown a lot of Rhinos. So is getting some nice kills right now. Just now at this point, we're playing points, right? At this point, we're playing points. So at this point, the game clock is probably gonna blow. And again, he's not gonna get the nuke off in time. So the game clock is going to blow. Now, here's something to remember. The Hornets are worth points. So all game, Burg has been killing these Hornets. And in these positions, that's a lot of kills. Also, Mirages are more valuable than Rhinos. Oh, Tanya! Oh, Tanya! Tanya doing work! Tanya doing work in the bottom right. Oh, it's so funny to see. I mean, to have all this going on and for Marko to have that extra set of hands to be doing something like that on the backside, it's really incredible. Anyway, Burg has got a lot of damage in. He's killed a lot of Mirages. Mirages are very valuable. He's killed a lot of Hornets. So now you see Marko is not shooting his aircraft carriers anymore because they give points. And now it's just all about Burg, you don't want to... He's hoping to bait these Mirages. Look at all these Desolators. He juices them back up again. He gets ready for another bomb. Love it, love it, love it. And the Rhinos are going to push right through the radiation, force the Mirages out of position. And again, Burg throws another attack, and again, Marko holds. And here comes the aircraft carrier again now without the flak tracks. I think he's feeling more confident and getting value out of these. Losing a lot of Hornets, though. This one is going to come down to points. We only got about 20 seconds left in this game. As Burg does now pump out the Kurovs. A little too late to the party, though. At this point, don't let units die. It's going to come down to points. Could be very, very close. Marko does take it, and it's not close. Yeah. So Marko way up there. Yeah, more kills. It's hard to keep track of it, when you're going through it, but yeah, ultimately, Marko way up. Yeah, I wasn't able to get the nuke off. Just a little late on that nuke build. That kind of surprises me. I wonder, Marko maybe got more, I don't know, hard to say. Fairly even. The thing is, though, we've talked about it before. The defender, right? I mean, like, Burg just kept throwing units into Marko's base, and he was destroying some mirages, but at the same time, um, you know, you as the defender, you're just losing a ton and ton of units, and then obviously the offensive player is able to get a lot of value out of their defensive structures. Um, yeah.